안녕하세요. 오늘 어필 창립 10주년 기념으로 하는 시리즈 토크쇼의 5번째 시간입니다. 네, 저는 공익버센터 어필에서 일하고 있는 김세진 변호사입니다. 오늘 이야기 손님은요, 킹 다비드 님이신데요. 킹 다비드 님에 대해서 제가 잠깐 설명을 드리면, 킹 다비드 님은 나이지리아로부터 독립을 원하는 비아프라 공화국의 독립운동 단체인 IPOB의 대표이십니다. 한국 지부 이제 IPOB 대표이신데요. 오늘 한국 IPOB 활동가로서 한국에서 어떤 활동을 하고 계시고, 또 한국에서 난민 인정을 받으셨는데 그 난민 인정의 그런 과정과 또 외국인 보호소에서의 어떤 구금되셨던 그런 이야기를 이제 해주시려고 합니다. 근데 저희가 이 토크쇼를 하기 전에 먼저 참고 할 수 있는 영상을 좀 먼저 만들었습니다. 그래서 이 영상은 어필에서 인턴으로 지금 활약하고 계시는 우리 임소희 님께서 촬영과 편집을 해주셨고, 또 번역으로 조진선 님과 또 이가영 님께서 도와주셨습니다. 그럼 먼저 영상을 먼저 보시겠습니다.
Biafra is a country that was existing before Nigeria. The oil belongs to Biafra. The war that caused between the Biafra, the Nigeria people, they were killing a lot of Biafrans. Britain, they joined them together because of their selfish interests. They joined Biafra and Nigeria together because of their selfish interests, because of the oil. Then, between this war, the Nigeria people, they promised Britain that the oil, if they win Biafra, they are going to be giving them the oil free of charge, and some of other countries too that joined hands together. During this war, it's just like almost many countries join hands to fight against Biafra. Biafrans are like a second citizen in Nigeria. You will be in your country, but you will be like a foreigner in your country. Because they are Fulanis, their brothers is the president of Nigeria. So there's nothing you can do about it. You will see a soldier, somebody who calls himself a military man. You are there to protect lives. But they are helping our mothers, our sisters, a lot of them. And he'll be proud saying it in open place, in social media, that they will rape our mothers, they will rape our sisters, nothing will happen. They are saying this in public, and nothing will happen, and nothing can ever happen. Nobody will say anything. So a lot of things that we are facing, no road in Biafra land, or absolutely nothing. Every day we are having accidents. A lot of accidents is going on in Biafra land. Are being killed every single day. There's no a day you can never hear of accidents happen in Biafra land. People are dying. Now Biafra say we need to be on our own. Or you cannot be in your own country and you be a foreigner in your own country. Biafrans, because you are not a Fulani, you are not, or you don't speak Hausa, you cannot, or you don't speak Hausa, you cannot have a good work in Nigeria. No matter your education. If you are Biafran in that place, or maybe or you want to have a walk there, or this is, as far as you are a Biafran, you have that Igbo name, they cannot give you that walk. They will accept the person that is a Fulani. Because of this, some Biafrans, they will even change their name only for them to get work, so that they can feed their family. They will change their own name, their own Igbo name, and they will be asking Fulani name. How can this be? And they will learn their language, speaking their language. You cannot see them speak their mother language. They speak only for them to get work in their own country. So all this is too much, and a lot of killing was going on even in that place. So a lot of killing was going. So therefore, say we have to be on our own. IPOB, what they are fighting is for the independence of Biafra, and what we are asking is referendum. When people should come and vote, if you believe to be part of Biafra, or if you want the Biafran to be a nation to go on their way, you vote yes. If you don't want, if you want Biafra to still be in Nigeria, you vote that place. It's very simple. We are not saying that Biafra should go automatically. No, it's referendum. It's by choice. Then after we did that, anyone that win, if or the yes should go on separate way, then IPOB has to go. Biafra has to go. Then if Nigeria to be together with Biafra is or more number, IPOB, everything will close. That will be the close. It's very simple answer. But Nigeria government, they say no. They don't want it that way. They say no. So, and that is what Biafra or IPOB is protesting all over the world. Every worldwide, they are protesting that the world should put their ear, to put their eye in what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria people, they are killing the IPOBs. Joining the IPOB, I have already made a sacrifice, decide on my own to join IPOB and fight for this struggle. Anything I see, I can take it. Being an activist, being a freedom fighter, you have to expect everything. You must sacrifice anything you have, everything you have, both your money, both your time, both your energy. You must sacrifice everything. That is what is called a freedom fighter, an activist. Right there in Biafra land, many IPOB, they are sacrificing their lives. Many people, they are sleeping in the bush. In the bush, day and night. The sun is hitting them, and the rain is hitting them. They don't eat. Nothing they eat. They eat crab. They eat, vegetable and some fruit inside the bush. They don't have a place to see. So we people in outside country, in diaspora, we need to help them. Without our support, they cannot continue. So we need to gather together, make some donation freely. Do whatever you want to donate, you donate, so that we can use this money to send them some food that are injured, and we take them to the hospital. So that is what we did last time. We did the South Korea. Other countries did their own, but now South Korea, we just did our own last Sunday. Before on planning of this thing, it took me some days, and so most of those days I don't go to work because I have to plan, relax myself to make sure that everything goes together. Then sometimes I call my other connectors, they help me to do it together, then so that everything go well.
비아프라 공화국은 나이지리아로부터의 독립을 원합니다. 그런데 나이지리아 현지에서 독립운동을 하면 체포 및 구금의 위험이 있기 때문에 많은 비아프라인들이 해외에 나가서 독립운동을 하고 있습니다. 일제강점기에 김구 선생님께서 상해에서 임시정부 활동을 하셨고, 도산 안창호 선생님도 미국에서 흥사단을 설립하셨고, 또 홍범도 장군님도 국내에서 의병 활동이 어려워지자 만주에 가셔서 독립군을 양성하셨던 것처럼 IPOB도 비아프라 독립운동 자금을 마련을 하기 위해서 노력하고 있고, 또 한국 사회에 비아프라 독립운동을 알리기 위해서 많은 애를 쓰고 계십니다. IPOB의 이런 활동을 보면서 또 킹 다비드님의 그 열정적인 그런 대표로서의 활동을 보면서 과거 우리 독립운동가님들의 활동도 이와 비슷하지 않았을까 하는 생각도 해보았습니다. 도산 안창호 선생님께서는 미국에서 한인사회가 좋은 모습을 보여야 한다고 하시면서 성실함과 청결함 등을 강조하셨다는 이야기도 들었는데요. 킹 다비드 님도 한국 사회에서 좋은 영향을 보여주시기 위해서 양로원 등을 방문하셔서 자원봉사 활동도 하시고 항상 친절한 태도를 유지하시고 모범적인 그런 모습들을 보여주시기 위해서 애쓰는 것을 보면서 많은 감동을 받았던 것 같습니다.
So when they pick him to inside that another house, that there my brother now saw something like a board inside that place. He saw names of people. Names of that is IPOB people. And IPOB, when I'm talking of names, I mean countries by countries. Like we have South Korea now, we have something like Malaysia. Like in the column of South Korea, you see names lined up there. There my brother saw my own name, that place, with my picture. Tiny pictures, their place. How they got my name, I don't know. How they got my picture, I don't know. So they place everything in that place with other names. Other names you don't know. The other names, but he only recognized my own name because he is my brother. Then later, after they told him to deny that he will not be a member of IPOB, he said yes, that he will not be a member of IPOB because he wants to save his life. He said that he will not be a member of IPOB. They said okay, that they will release him. They now took him to another separate him, tell him that they will release him, no problem. So my brother was there. They break him out, and with that personal gas, he has already been weak. They took him out and tied his eye again, took him outside and drove him outside. As they come to the express, they dump me outside, remove the scarf, dump me outside, and remove the handcuff, dump me outside. They left. Then my brother wake up before he now finding his way to come home. It was when he come that you now see that he is not normal anymore. Before people have to take him to hospital. He's inside the hospital there. When I called, I heard the news. They told my brother, they know everything about you. So my brother told me this, that I should never try to come to Nigeria if I want to live, except if Biafra come. Then if Biafra come, then I can come. But for now, that I should not try it. This my brother told me before he died. So a lot have been going in Nigeria and how they are getting the IPOB information in different ways. Different ways, some through the social media, some people will get the information and give to them, and they will pay that person. The way the news came, is my cousin, my in-law, the daughter was outside playing with other kids. There was a car, a jeep, that dropped somebody, like a man, come out there with a military man beside him. They call the little girl. They call her, and the girl was somehow scared. But when she go there, the man even called the father's name. The man, they gave the girl some candy, pack of candy. They now write use her hand. They write something on her hand. They had to go and show their father. So in that palm, what they wrote there, count yourself out from IPOB. Count yourself out from IPOB if you want to live. We know you, we know your family, and we know your in-law. And the third one again, they wrote again on her hand, do it now, or they just hang it that way. After they wrote those things, a week, I forgot exactly, they burned his house in the village. They said my in-law, they kidnapped. How they pick him is because he helped my wife to come to Korea. Immediately they know that that my wife has left, they have to go and pick him up. Right from that day till now, nobody knows about him. The wife and his children, the wife picked the wife, the children, his children, and run out of the country. In fact, I don't know how to say it, but a lot of things is going on in Nigeria. We are begging the world to please, they should look over this thing. They should help our own people. Who will do it? Is it when the Biafra, when the people, all the people were killed, is that when they are going to come in to rescue our people? Or our people living in their country, they should try to, secure them, secure their life. Apart from those process or that deny, there's no other thing you can do. Then I stay illegal. Since then I stay illegal. There's no other means you can apply for refugee until when I hear again that the Korean government, or that if you pay something like 4 million, then they can give you G1. That was around 2000, I think 2015, or I forget exactly the exact time. Then I wanted to go for it. I hear that immigration, that somebody at his Bangladesh, some Bangladesh went for it, and he was caught in immigration. The same thing happened to another person again. About 2 people I know, I didn't know them, but I heard the news very well. They went to immigration and they was caught. So I become scared of going for that anymore. I stop. So I don't want to, because I'm scared of Nigeria, because I know that any time they send me to Nigeria, it's automatically death. Yes, I can never survive. I can never survive it. From there, the airport, they will take me. The Nigeria government, once they see any IPOB member, they will take that person. So I'm scared of going there. Now, before my wife came in, I went to Hwasong immigration. There, I have to write for the application for refugee.
킹 다비드님은 난민 사유가 있음에도 불구하고 난민 신청을 하지 못하셨습니다. 주변에서 난민 신청을 하러 출입국에 갔다가 구금된 사람들을 너무 많이 봤기 때문입니다. 그렇지만 사실 난민 신청자는 구금이 되면 안 된다고 생각합니다. 강제퇴거 명령 집행을 위해서 하는 구금인데 실제로 강제퇴거 명령 집행을 하지 않는다면 그러한 구금은 목적을 위배한 구금이 아닐 수 없습니다. 그리고 강제퇴거 명령서가 발부되면 무조건 보호할 수 있는 시스템도 문제입니다. 독일의 경우에는 구금 개시 단계에서 구금의 필요성을 법원의 판단을 받을 수 있도록 하고 있습니다. 그러나 한국의 출입국 관리법은 구금 개시 단계에서 구금의 필요성을 요건으로 하지 않고 있고 법원이 구금의 적법성 여부를 판단하도록 하는 제도도 마련하지 않고 있습니다. 그래서 강제퇴거 명령서만 발부되면은 도주의 우려 등이 없어서 구금의 필요성이 없는 경우에도 구금을 할 수 있게 되고 그 구금의 적법성 여부를 법원에 묻고 싶어도 물을 수도 없어서 문제입니다.
It's an experience I don't like to remember. I don't like to remember.
For you?
Very tough. It was very, very tough. Very, very tough. You know, I was new in Korea, barely 2 months or a month, and so I didn't know anybody. I cannot stay in the house. I was so afraid. I can't stay alone, number one. The shock of the thing, and I don't know anybody here. So, the pregnancy stuff, I cannot eat. My husband is not there to take care of me. If not that, sometimes in the immigration, he used to call me more than 10 times a day. And with that, I'm still not okay. Then I wasn't, even when I went to the hospital, they were telling me that I was short of blood, that because I don't eat. And I'm throwing, pregnancy stuff. my mind is not settled. Even the shock was still in me, asking until I gave birth.
And thinking of my wife, who just come to Korea without having anybody, thinking of her health and what is, going on. And again, unborn child, she's still carrying in her body. Again, being that place in Hwasong Detention Center, being that place, that's the first thing that can ever, the worst thing that ever happened to me ever. Or something I have never experienced in life. So being that place, you've been alone without your family and all this. So a lot of things. That's why sometimes you will be like human being, but you are not there. If you're somebody who is in detention center, that place is not a good place to stay. It's not a good place to stay for any. In fact, it's not a good thing to wish for somebody. When I was into Hwasong immigration, my manager, the person who is my manager then, every time he will ask me that I should go to Nigeria, go to Nigeria, and and I will tell him that I will not, that I can't go to Nigeria and nonsense. So every time he was like, go to Nigeria, Nigeria. Tell me I will use my passport, that should be my passport, just like that. I tell him that I can't go to Nigeria. He tell me that, that I will stay there, I will stay here for life, that nothing will happen, so that I must go to Nigeria. And every morning he will tell me this, even if he come in the afternoon, just that. If I want to ask him some question, he will not care. He will not care. Especially when he is disturbing me of the money that the hospital charged me in the cemetery, because immigration said that I should pay the money. According to my manager, he said that the hospital had been the bill, 700,000 that I should pay the bill. I told him that I don't have money too. He keep disturbing me every time. In the morning, if you come in the morning, that will be the good morning. If I give me an answer and they tell me Chishimanon, and they told me Nigeria Honjega, or that she go to Nigeria, all those things. For example, during the summertime, they may not put fan, AC. They will put something like one standing fan, but it's not enough. They will not put AC. But if they hear that UN or the human rights people are coming, they want AC everywhere. And whenever they do that, we know that human rights are coming. Immediately the human rights left the office. And you cannot report. If you report, you are in trouble. Yes, the human rights, sometimes they will come. They will call somebody, they will call you one, and they ask you, what are you passing through here? And if you ever tell them the truth, what you are going here, you know that immigration, they will handle you one way or the other. They are the government. So they can handle you one way or the other. So you have to keep quiet. You don't have to report. That is it. They are doing inside immigration. But you must keep quiet. You don't have to report. If you report, you are in trouble. Apart from that one, sometimes in a week, sometimes we go out something like maybe 3 times, or maybe within 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you come back. You say, some people lying here, lie, and up here. I think about 12 people there. Then at the end, they now cross it. That is, or they make a door where you can go for bedroom or toilet. That's where they build it up. Nothing like window, no window inside, but only that, or like the iron door. That iron door, that is just like the window, that iron door, but no other window, another side of inside that place. When I was in immigration, during the time I was sick, because I was not eating, I was feeling dizzy, so I stayed for some days. I stayed almost 1 month. I stayed in immigration without eating, only taking on food, on water. I was dizzy. I went to her bedroom to take shower. Because of that dizziness, I fall. See the bone start shaking again. And I stayed there for almost 30 minutes. Nobody comes in, because people know that I want to take shower. They don't know that I'm dying inside. After almost 30 minutes, I wake up. Then I come out, just like that. Since then, I've been solving this thing. If you touch here, if I do like you see the bone, up till now. And I went to hospital to check it. They say that they have to break the bone again, which I know that it costs a lot of money, and I don't have the money now. So because of that, I cannot do anyhow work. I'm going for Arabites. I'm looking for special work that I can do. If I carry everything, it will be paining me. So that's why I don't have work. I was looking for some special work that I can do. So it's only Arabite that I'm doing. Sometimes maybe in a week I have 1 or 2 times or 2. That's it. I started getting myself in order when I got in contact with the appeal, and then when they started giving me hope of coming out. From that time, that is when I started having my my body coming back to human being. That's it.
킹 다비드님은 결국 소송을 통해서 난민 인정을 받으셨습니다. 난민 인정을 받는다는 의미는 난민이 아닌 자에게 난민의 지위를 부여한다는 의미가 아닙니다. 원래부터 난민이었는데 그 난민이라는 것을 확인해 주는 것을 의미합니다. 따라서 난민 사유가 발생했을 때부터 이미 난민이었던 것입니다. 킹 다비드님의 경우에 그러니 구금이 되었을 그 당시에도 이미 난민이셨기 때문에 그러한 구금은 사실은 억울한 구금이었던 것입니다. 그러한 억울한 구금 가운데에서 정신적, 물리적 피해까지 받으셨는데요. 이러한 정신적, 물리적 피해에 대해서 보상을 요구할 수가 없습니다. 왜냐하면은 한국의 출입국 관리법은 이러한 피해에 대해서 보상을 규정하고 있지 않기 때문입니다. 그런데 최근 호주에서는 과거 구금되었던 난민 신청자가 난민 인정을 받은 후 법원에 소송을 제기하여서 국가로부터 구금에 대한 피해 보상을 받은 사례가 있습니다.
I started getting myself in order when I got in contact with the appeal, and then when they started giving me hope of coming out. From that time, that is when I started having my my body coming back to human being. That's it. They look at me here in Korea. I have my house to sleep, and I can stay with my family. Those people there in the bush, they don't stay with their family. They are in the bush fighting for Biafra. So what am I if I'm here and they have enough, a place to stay? Is it the little one I can do here for my nation that I cannot do? No, I have to sacrifice it.
네, 영상 잘 보셨나요? 네, 이제 이어서 몇 가지 질문들을 킹 다비님께 드리고 답변을 듣는 그런 시간을 가져보도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 영상에서 이제 IPOB에 대해서 얘기를 해줬기 때문에 이제 IPOB가 비아프라 독립 운동을 위한 단체라는 것을 이제 아셨을 텐데요. 어떻게 IPOB가 이렇게 한국에서 이렇게 지부가 세워질 수 있었는지 그런 점에 대해서 여쭤보려고 합니다. 그래서 지금 이제 킹 다비드님께서는 영어로 이제 말씀을 하시는데 한국어로 좀 이해하실 수 있으세요. 그래서 저는 한국어로 이야기를 하고 킹 다비드님께서는 영어로 답변을 해주실 것이고, 킹 다비드님께서 영어로 답변하는 것은 이가영님과 또 박재순 인턴님 두 분께서 유튜브 라이브 챗에 번역을 달아 주시겠습니다. 그래서 통역을 그렇게 저희가 준비를 했는데요. 그래서 그 채팅창을 봐주시면 거기에 번역이 올라와 있으니까 참고해 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 그럼 첫 번째 질문인데요. 처음에 어떻게 한국에 이 IPOB 지부를 이제 설립을 하게 되셨나요?
Like in South Korea, how IPOB started in South Korea because of what is going on in Nigeria. A lot of atrocities is happening in Nigeria. Killings, inhumanity, a lot was going on in Nigeria. Against the Biafrans. Even up till now, people are being killed every single day. People are being killed in Nigeria. So when these things are going, is going on, we can't stand it anymore. Then our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he announced in Radio Biafra that IPOB family need to start in South Korea because in other countries they are already IPOB family, but here in South Korea we don't have. So our leader Nnamdi Kanu, he announced in Radio Biafra, when he announced that we are about 6 in number that joined together by meeting one person and the other, those whom we know that they are ready, they are willing to die for Biafra. Then all of us will gather together and we start the IPOB family in South Korea. Then as we started, that was in Thunderchon. As we started it, in a short time it started growing, and IPOB family was growing rapidly even up till now, to the extent that IPOB family has extended to many regions in South Korea: Ansan, Thunderchon, Pyeongtaek, Sontan, Paju, Puchon, Seoul, Anjorin. So we are many that have started now. So that is how we started IPOB in South Korea.
네. 그렇게 이제 IPOB를 이렇게 한국에서 이제 설립을 하셨는데요. 네, 지금 이렇게 제이슨 박이라고 돼 있는 아이디로 지금 저희 통역을 올려주시고 계십니다. 네. 네, 그래서 한국에 있는 비아프라인들이 이제 현지에서의 어려움들을 들으시고 독립운동을 이제 도와야겠다고 생각하셔서 IPOB를 한국 지부를 만드셨는데요. IPOB의 한국에서의 활동을 좀 더 구체적으로 얘기해 주실 수 있으실까요? 그리고 또 대표로 지금 현재 IPOB 대표이신데 대표로서는 어떤 활동을 하고 계신지도 좀 설명해 주세요.
As a representative of IPOB in South Korea, as a national connector IPOB in South Korea, my duty is I got information from DOS. DOS is the headquarters of IPOB in South Korea. That was in Germany. I do meeting with the Asian rep, and the Asian rep is the part of DOS. So I got information from DOS. Then I have to pass the news to the IPOB national executives, including the IPOB zonal coordinators. Then the zonal coordinators will now send the information to the IPOB members, South Korea. Then the same thing with I got the information too in South Korea. Then I have to send it to Asian rep, and the Asian rep have to send it to DOS too. Then it's my duty to make sure that IPOB in South Korea goes around in all the regions in South Korea. That's my duty, and by grace of God, we shall do that. Then the same thing is I make sure that every IPOB South Korea, they keep the law of the Korean government. We are IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. We don't commit crime in every country we are. That we take oaths, and that oath means that we cannot go against the law of the government. You don't commit crime. That is all about IPOB. So I make sure that we keep this, as a representative in South Korea. So that is one of the major things as a representative in South Korea.
네. 다양한 활동을 하고 계신데요. 이제 시위도 하고 계시고 또 한국 사회에 비아프로 이제 독립운동을 알리기 위해서 여러 가지 활동을 하고 계시는데요. 또 대표님으로서 또 활동을 열심히 하고 계십니다. 근데 한국에서 이렇게 열심히 이렇게 활동을 하고 계시는데 어떤 IPOB가 한국에서 독립운동을 하는 데 있어서 또 어려운 점들 그런 게 있다면 어떤 게 있을까요?
Here in South Korea, IPOB, the difficulties that we are facing here in South Korea is IPOB, we are supposed to register as a body of its own in South Korea. Just like other countries. Every IPOB family, they register as their own body, IPOB family in that country. But here in South Korea, it's not like that. IPOB in South Korea, we register under somebody's name, which is not supposed. So because of that, we are facing a lot of difficulties, like sending money. There's a money that IPOB we contribute every month. This money, we use this money to support the people that we are killed, that their family were killed, their mother, their father that was killed, because a lot was happening in Nigeria still now. So the money we donate here, we have to send it to Nigeria to save those people in the hospital. We use this money to save them. And even here in South Korea, we use part of this money to do some things in South Korea here too. Then this money, we find it difficult to send this money to DOS because of the name. Well, we are not a body of our own. We have to use somebody's name to send this money. That is now how it's supposed to be. Then again, in South Korea, other things we are facing, like most of our members here in South Korea here, or because of some people. Some of us are businessmen, some are students, and some are or like pastors. Then some are illegal. So those people that are illegal, most of them are facing a lot of things that, like as I'm talking to you now, one of our members is in immigration right now. A Korean man hit him and he fall on the ground. Instead, immigration, after treating him, they send him to immigration. He's there now. And this person now, he's scared of his life. They can send him to Nigeria. If they send him to Nigeria, they will kill him. But he participated in most of our activities here in South Korea. So this is most of the things we are facing here. We don't have lawyer, and that is the things we are facing here in South Korea.
네, 이렇게 단체가 등록이 되지 않은 채 이렇게 활동을 한다는 게 정말 어려운 일일 것 같아요. 그리고 또 사실 IPOB, 제 생각에는 IPOB 멤버들은 다 난민으로 인정을 받아야 되는데, 이렇게 IPOB 회원들이 난민으로 인정을 받지 못하고 있으니까 활동하는 데에도 많은 제약이 있을 것 같습니다. 다음으로 지금 그 영상에서도 이제 이제 지금 멤버 중에 한 명이 지금 구금되어 있다고 하셨는데, 사실 킹다비드 님도 그 구금이 되셨었고 많은 어려움을 겪으셨고, 구금 상황에서 이제 또 어깨도 다치시고 그러셨었는데, 사실 제 생각에는 그런 것들 억울하게 구금이 되셨던 것인데, 사실 난민이셨기 때문에 구금되셔서는 안 되는 거였는데, 억울하게 구금되셨기 때문에 어떤 보상 같은 거를 좀 받았어야 하지 않나, 그런 생각이 들어요. 그런 거에 대해서 어떻게 생각하세요?
The shoulder I have here is the problem I got from immigration detention center when I fall. Then the pain, is paining me up till now. If I remove my shirt now, here is deep. You can feel the bone. If I remove my shirt now, if I touch, you see the bone. It makes some noise, crack. So I feel the pain every day. I cannot sleep, and because of this pain, I cannot walk. Any work I can do, I have to select some work. Because of this, I always do Arabites, or only do Arabite, and this Arabite is maybe 2 times or 3 times in a week that I can do the Arabite because of this shoulder. And because of the pain, the doctor said that I have to do another operation to do it, and the money, I don't have the money for now to do that kind of operation. So I'm still having this pain up till now. The thing there is my shoulder, that because of this, the Arabite I said that I'm doing is not steady, and I have a truck that my friends that helped me to get this truck. Because of the truck I got, I use it to help some people if they want to change their house. Then they call me, I help them to change their house with the truck, and they give me some money. I use this some part of money to feed my family and all this. But there's some benefit that Korean government is supposed to give me as a refugee. They say that they cannot do that. They only give me some some 200 and something thousand one say that as is part of house rent, but others they say they cannot do that because I have truck. They say I need to change trash the truck or before they can do that. So that is one of the things that is holding me now to do, because that truck is the only place I can use to eat. When the people come in, I use it to help them, and they give me something to feed my family. So that is what I'm facing now with my shoulder.
사실 그렇게 어깨를 이렇게 다치신 것도 억울한데 이런 보상을 사실 받으셔야 되는데 뭐 보상은커녕 어떤 이런 그 기본적인 복지조차도 그렇게 받지도 못하는 그런 상황이시고 근데 사실 한국 좀 법이 그런 부분에서 좀 보충이 필요한 것 같아요. 이렇게 보상 이런 억울하게 구금되신 분들에 대한 보상을 해주는 그런 법이 생겼으면 좋겠습니다. 그리고 그 영상에서 나오지만 구금 상황에서 너무 많이 힘드셨잖아요. 매일 아침 그 보호소 직원이 와서 나이지리아로 돌아가라 그러고 식사도 힘드시고 마치 죄수처럼 그렇게 보내셨다고 하는데 그런 상황에서 끝까지 이렇게 버틸 수 있었던 그런 어떤 힘이 있었다면 그런 어떤 것이었을까요? 네.
Well, that time I don't have any hope. The only hope I can stand there is only when I met, I come in contact with Appeal and the Asian friend. From the hope they gave me, that make me to stand in immigration with Asian friend. So in fact, meeting Appeal is like a restoration. Appeal is like angel to me. God used them to do everything to me. Immediately I got them, that is when I now stand to face anything in immigration, because I have hope then with Asian friend. That is it.
네. 지금 어필과 또 아시안 프렌즈 아시아 친구들에서 많이 이제 같이 이제 협업을 해서 킨다비님을 도와서 이제 구금제에서 나오실 수 있도록 해주셨었는데요.
And one thing with Appeal, they always tell me to pray. That give me a lot of joy whenever they tell me to pray. So with that prayer, they tell me I have every hope, since I know that they can pray too. So thank God for everything.
그러면은 그 난민의 경험도 있으시고 외국인 수용소에서의 이런 경험도 있으신데 한국의 이 난민 제도나 이 외국인 그 보호소에 대한 어떤 개선되어야 할 점이 있다면 어떤 것들이 있을까요?
In immigration, I want to let the secular governments they need to know that not all foreigners in immigration, in detention center, they are liars, because the immigration they think that every foreigner they got is a liar. Not like that. Yes, many of them are saying the truth. Most of them there, all their last hope is South Korea. So when they are caught, or that they want to send it back to their country or what, they feel like their own is finished. And some people, they want to commit suicide inside immigration. If not that in immigration center, they remove many things that is something, things, the harmful things from immigration. You see a lot of people committing crime in that place, because many people, they are not happy. When they are there, they feel all hope lost. So immigration, please, they should try as much as they can. I know they are trying already, but they try as much as they can to give people their hope. Just like me, And when I was there, I don't have hope until I come in contact with IPOB. When I call them and the Asian friend, that is when I come back to stand as as human being. So that is one of the things that immigration they should try to do for the foreigners inside that place.
네, 진짜 핵심을 얘기해 주신 것 같아요. 진정한 난민 신청자들을 소위 말하는 가짜 난민으로 여기고 소망을 가지고 한국에 오신 분들에게서 자꾸 이렇게 소망을 뺏는 그런 말들을 정부 쪽에서 많이 하는데 그러지 않는 것이 사실 가장 중요한 것 같다라는 생각이 듭니다. 저희가 사전 신청을 받았고 또 질문들을 받았는데요. 그 질문들이 한 3개 정도 올라왔어요. 그래서 그 질문들을 좀 드리겠습니다. 비아프라 이제 질문들이 되게 심오한데요. 먼저 비아프라 독립운동은 이미 50년이 지난 것으로 알고 있습니다. 어떻게 비아프라 조상들의 의지를 대를 이어 지금까지 이어왔는지 가장 궁금합니다. 라고 장윤선님께서 질문해 주셨는데요. 네, 이 부분에 답변을 좀 해주시겠어요? 네.
Yes. Biafra people, every Biafran people, or by blood, we are Biafrans. What's happened for many years ago, our forefathers that fought the Biafran war, there are some that are still alive today. And those people that was not killed, that are still alive, when they come, they told their children, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren about what happened during the war and the cause of the war and how the war was stopped. The war was stopped by saying that no victory, no vanquish, and the documents was signed. Now, that thing that caused the war and what they signed together, the Nigerian government, they don't apply on it. The same thing that happened that time is still happening till today now. They are killing a lot of Biafrans, a lot of atrocities. If you come to kidnapping everywhere, if you go to Biafra land, you can see corpses everywhere. Okay, now, no rules. If you go to Biafra land now, every single day you see accidents. Right now, as I'm talking to you now, if you search internet, you can see the accident caused on the road. If you search internet, you can see people killed in Biafra land. What is happening in Biafra land is open. It's not hidden anymore. But the world doesn't know because they are covering it up. Now, what is happening in Biafra land, that thing that caused it, no road, no electricity, no oil, no refinery, no tap water, or no industries to help the people. It's not in Biafra land, but all this is in other places in Nigeria. You see the cause of this war, or if you are a Biafran, you cannot go work in Biafra land. In Biafra land, you work, you school, and they cannot give work unless you can speak Fulani, or maybe you change your name before you can do that, which is not supposed. The country they say that is together, it's not supposed. So this is too much that is happening. So our forefathers, they told us this thing, and it's still happening now. So now the youth of today, the youth of the generation of today, they say no, this thing cannot continue anymore. So they have to fight for this, to fight for it, to make sure that we get our freedom. Even if this thing was killing everybody, if it can remain only 1 or 2 people that remain, those people, and we got our freedom, those people can keep on multiplying as far as we got our freedom. So we don't want to pass this thing to our own children anymore. So this has to stop. That is why this struggle is still continuing. That happened for 50 years ago. It's still happening now. So that is how this struggle is happening till today.
네. 그 다음 질문인데요. 이번에는 이혜민님이 질문하신 건데요. 난민 입장에서 가장 어려웠던 부분이 무엇이고 또 무엇이 필요한지 알고 싶어요. 그리고 난민을 위해서 우리는 무엇을 할 수 있을까에 대해서도 여러 가지 의견과 행동과 삶이 듣고 싶습니다. 라고 하셨어요.
On this part, I want to beg the Korean government to please, they should look into this by refugees, foreigners in Korea, especially the children that are born here in Korea. They're supposed to be legalized. so that the children will have the same rights with the Korean children. The children will see themselves as the same people of this country, because any person born in this country, this place, the Korea is his first home. Not even minding the parents is another country. The place he was born, he or she was born, is his or her first home. That is the only place is known. Even if you take him to their father's or mother's country, he or that child will think that he just traveled. Korea is take the Korea as the first home. So the children need to be legalized. And again, the refugee people, Korea government should make it easy for refugee people to be have access to grant or the nationality. They should make it very difficult for refugee to have a nationality, so that the refugee here, they will find life easy, just like the Korean people, the same Korean people too, the Korean indigenous. Then, if they have access to, grant the nationality, they can have listen to get loan from bank. They can buy house and live with their family and all those things. So that is what I'm just pleading with Korea government. They should try as much as they can to help. Korea is a big country, and we love Korea so much. So they should try as much as they can to help foreigners and the students and refugees here.
Yeah. 마지막 사전 질문인데요. 오민지님께서 주신 것인데, 살던 나라를 떠나서 특별히 한국을 오게 된 계기가 있을까요? 한국이 아니어도 정착할 나라를 선택해야만 하는데 그 선택에 영향을 미치는 건 어떤 게 있을까요? 또 저도 나고 자란 도시를 떠나 새로운 곳에서 사는데 가끔씩 이방인이라는 생각을 종종 해요. 한국 사람들이 킹 다비드님과 같은 사람들에게 제발 이것만은 하지 말아줬으면 하는 게 있을까요? 라고 보셨습니다.
Before I come to Korea, I have opportunity to go to America. Yes, but my mind, I don't have a last mind to go to America. But only mentioning Korea, I have a last mind. So that is where my mind choose. So now I choose to come to Korea. Now, coming to Korea here, in fact, I stay in Korea. I take Korea as my own place. I feel relaxed in Korea, because Korea is very good. Their government is very good. No crime and all these things. It's just little. Yes, in Korea, I know that we have a lot of Koreans here. They are very good. Many of them are very good, but still, we still have some few people that still have that racism mindset inside them. Yes, but I want to tell the Koreans, please, they should see foreigners are the same people. We are the same people. It's just only but colors. They will just let them see the foreigners as they see themselves. We are just the same people. Nobody knows where he or she can be tomorrow. That's what I'm saying on this.
네, 이렇게 해서 사전 질문까지 저희가 다 드렸는데요. 시간이 거의 다 돼서 마무리를 해야 될 것 같습니다. 영상에서도 말씀드렸지만 한국도 우리도 독립운동가님들의 그런 활동이 있었기 때문에 우리가 지금 이 자유를 누리고 있는 것처럼 IPOB의 활동을 인해서 비아프라인들이 모두 자유를 누리는 그런 날이 꼭 왔으면 좋겠습니다. 저희가 오늘 이 사전 질문 주신 세 분에게는 어필해서 만든 밀키 머그컵이 있는데요. 그래서 우편으로 배달해 드리겠습니다. 그리고 저희가 시리즈로 지금 토크쇼를 하면서 퍼즐을 계속 맞춰왔잖아요. 그래서 퍼즐을 오늘도 마치겠는데요. 네. Please. 그래서 퍼즐을 저희가 준비했는데요. 이 퍼즐을 오늘 5번째 퍼즐을 여기 좀 맞춰주시면 감사하겠습니다. 네. 네. 이렇게 맞췄습니다. 네, 감사합니다. 네, 그러면은 2분 정도 지금 시간 남았네요. 그러면 마지막으로 오늘 어필 이제 창립 10주년을 맞이해서 지금 시청해주고 계신 분들 그리고 한국 사회에 또 해주고 싶으신 이야기가 있다면 해주시면 감사하겠습니다.
I want to use this opportunity to tell the Korean society that, in fact, meeting appeal is like God sent. A lot of them in appeal here, in fact, they are like God sent. I come in contact with them in immigration through a newspaper from a Britain who was with me in the detention center. But the first time I called them from detention center, the first person that answered my call here is Attorney Kim Sejin here. In fact, as she answered my call, from there I keep having hope. Whenever I talk to her, she will give me hope, even when she don't know that that this thing will go like this. But she keep giving hope, tell me that or to pray. In fact, even whenever I call my wife who is out there, crying because of I am there, I told them that I speak with appeal, and this is what they told me. She become happy. You see, sometimes they they render help to my family too there. In fact, I'm so happy. I want to take Korean, the Korean society is meeting them is God sent. They are so good, competent. Good lawyers. In fact, I will never forget them. I will never forget them in life. In fact, it's people that I can recommend to every person, any person I love. That they are the people that I recommend to that person to go on. Thank you, Appeal. I thank you, every one of you. Thank you so much.
네, 갑자기 계신데 이제 구금되셨을 때 저를 만났지만 마지막 소송에서는 또 전세현 변호사님께서 또 소송을 해주셔서 승소를 하셔서 최종 이제 난민 이렇게 인정받으셨는데요. 네, 하여튼 저희도 정말 이렇게 킹다비드님께서 난민도 인정받으시고 구금에서도 해주셔서 정말 너무 기쁩니다. 네, 감사합니다. 그러면은 오늘 더 나은 이야기 5번째 이야기는 이것으로 마치겠습니다. 네, 감사합니다.
Thank you.